The boy that started his journey 65 years ago is still present, although he sometimes seems to have disappeared. The adventurer or the wanderer within sent me to places with other cultures and habits. And the man saw differences. The boy did see something else. For him, all those worlds were one, and showed that what connects us is way and way more than what could divide us. The man sometimes builds a wall. The boy is more into bridges. In every object, something of the maker is reflected, and with the attempt to let the boy speak, connecting became an ever-returning theme. In South Africa, it's called Ubuntu. I am because we are. Indonesians dream of unity and diversity. It's all an outcry for brotherhood, often shouted down by ourselves. Anne van Latem, from Musée du Verre in Salpêtrière, France, once asked if I would go on dreaming on my bridge of glass between worlds. Not for long, Anne, not for long. Bridges are waiting to be built. To express yourself, you need a language. And I think that, for me, it started there. In Rothenberg, in Tyrol, in Austria, where my parents used to take us for vacations. It's a small town and it's full of glass engravers. I was mesmerized. That's how I started with glass engraving. Soon I wanted my own color and my own shapes, and I started with glass fusing. And until today, that's an important way to communicate for me. With myself in the first place. It was just a vacation, although, for the 70s, quite far away. I traveled to Indonesia. From the very first day I was touched by the country, and even more so by the people. Observing and being observed, and I tried to find ways to see the inside, windows, to look behind the walls and discover how things differ from the way they look from the outside, how superficial our differences really are. Meeting each other in the essence of being, it's the essence of life. For years, Indonesia became home to me and a never-ending stream of inspiration. One of the most fascinating customs in Bali, for me, is offering. Not unusual in most parts of Indonesia, in Bali it's a daily ritual. Separate something of yourself for something greater than you. It is also a humble positioning oneself in the order of things. It acknowledges dependency, in the first place on our fellow man, I would hope. Offering remained an often returning theme in my work. country so full of craftspeople offers other advantages too. I had the privilege to work together with them often. Every time an adventure that made our horizons a bit broader and, as important, brought a lot of fun and pleasure. When working together in that way, no windows are needed. One can enter through the front door. Living in 2 countries is difficult. In 3, it's just impossible. When our plans took shape, moving was a logical step. From Indonesia, my path went to South Africa.
Nekanyi makanawa, nekanyi makanawa, kanyi na koroneko.
The music only just started when all of a sudden, abruptly and shocking, it stopped. Every road seemed a dead end, no connection left, not even with my inner self. The man was defeated, the boy nowhere to be found. The harshness in this country cannot subdue its softness. In sweet voices, loud and full, in soft whispers, gentle gestures, and a happy glance, sounds from deep and afar, for those who want to hear and see, an ancient call, yet always new. We are brothers. We are brothers. After I wrote it, I couldn't get it out of my head. I had to go back. I had to go and do what we planned together, now alone. Making my own work, but most of all, setting up a studio where local people could learn to work with glass, to do projects together. Also to facilitate art classes for children, classes that had more to do with attention than art. Hard work? Maybe, but more rewarding than anyone can imagine.
sama gende gi ma ngi ñaan Yàlla wan ma ko bala me ñibbi barsan ma ne bésu ñàkk si bési Afrika doon benn réew. D'ici ou d'ailleurs, nous sommes des enfants d'Afrique. Même si le ciel tombait, luttons pour la paix. Kon jàmmu Afrika moom lay ñaan ma ne jàmmu Afrika mooy suñu naataange. Yomi nekk bitim réew man mi loo maa ngi lay ñaan ak loo ko mën ta am ak loo ko mën ci mel bul fàtte Afrika.
As long as I could have worked there and now, not in Africa anymore, the words of a friend ring true. You can leave Africa, but Africa won't leave you. Yeah, but that goes for many places. All is saved, all is stored. The world became boundless, but never too big to embrace. I hope the journey will go on. I'd love to work a bit more. Recently, more inspired by contemplation and reflection, and tomorrow, there is no plan.
It's not time to make a change. Just relax, take it easy. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to know. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. I was once like you are now, and I know that it's not easy to be calm when you found something going on. But take your time, think a lot. Why, think of everything you've got, for you will still be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not. Try to explain. When I do, he turns away again. It's always been the same old story. From the moment I could talk, I was ordered to listen. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go.